There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Whatnot and Jack's Treasures and our alternative CD show. Now, everything in this sale might not be 100% alternative. We have used some leeway on our genre descriptions because we can't have a show for absolutely everything under the sun. Speaking of Under the Sun, our first album is going to be Away from the Sun. Three Doors Down. This was their 2002 album. Was that their second album or third? Mr. Jack is not listening to me.
Who is it?
Three Doors Down was.
I know that.
I don't know.
Away from the Sun?
Yeah.
That was their second.
Okay. Well, there you go. You know it after all. But anyway.
Well, that's because they're touring.
Everything we have in our auction has been checked and is in good playing condition. I'm happy to show the discs if you want, but I'm not going to take them all out unless I have specific requests. If the case is really hanky and it's possible for me to change it, I will change it.
Also, they're a great band to see live.
They really are. They put on a killer live show.
We're going to be running everything for how long, baby?
10 seconds.
10 seconds, you got it.
If anybody has any specific requests from our auction list, let me know. I'm happy to pull it out. And otherwise, we're just going to work top to bottom.
Any cassettes? I got a ton of cassettes, and I'm getting ready to do a cassette show. I just haven't gotten it listed yet right now.
I'm glad to hear that there is interest, though, because we do intend to run cassette shows.
Yes, I am planning on running one for sure.
Next up is A Boy Named Goo.
It won't be that expensive either. It'll be like $2 or $3.
Goo Dolls. This is like their breakout album. It was a great CD. I listened to the heck out of that when it first came out.
It is on the clock. A Boy Named Goo. That was their first one, wasn't it?
I don't know if they had one before that. It was definitely their first successful one. When I look people up, they almost always have some little album I've never heard of.
Don't they have a girl named something or other?
Dizzy Up the Girl. That was their follow-up to this one. Next one is a band that I don't know at all, called Archers of Loaf. Apparently we looked and it must have been somewhat in the alternative saga. And I will replace the case if it sells. Disc's in great shape. Archers of Loaf, Vivi is the name of the album, which is what we actually call one of our cats. Venus. I'm having trouble getting this centered. There we go.
It is on clock. Google Bells had
four. Oh my gosh. Well, I knew that was the one where they started playing it on MTV.
Yeah, we saw the Goo Goos this past summer, and they were phenomenal. Yeah,
Johnny Resnick, I think is his name, he broke his foot the day before the concert, and he was still up there sitting on his amp playing away.
He broke his foot in Atlanta at Chastain, and we saw him in Simpsonville, South Carolina, and he had to sit on the top of a speaker box.
Next up is Avril Lavigne, Goodbye Lullaby. I don't know a heck of a lot about Avril Lavigne outside of Skater Boy. I think this was after that, probably about the era she married the Nickelback dude. But they're divorced now.
Oh, I can imagine. He's a nut.
Sound completely different. Well, I'm going to actually have to listen to that. I think that would be cool. We have a very wide taste in music, so I do like some metal and punk myself too, as well as alternative. And one more Avril Lavigne. It is Under My Skin. Once again, I don't know a single song on there, but it's here.
You sell it, baby.
I know.
You just tell people we don't know shit about this stuff. We don't want to know what it sounds like. Who cares? Whatever. Just buy it. Yeah, that's how you sell them.
Well, the next one is someone I love, so I can talk all about it.
What will it take to get me to send this Avril Lavigne to you? That's how you sell the stuff, baby.
Next up is Cake, Prolonging the Magic. I had this album at Sunday. I get all
the Strokes, babe?
I don't have the Strokes in this one for sure.
Not in this one, but people.
I know I've got some floating around somewhere. Yeah. This is Prolonging the Magic. It is the one that has Sheep Go to Heaven on it, as well as Never There. That's probably their big hit off the album, but I love Sheep Go to Heaven. Goats Go to Hell.
That's not very nice of him.
That's the name of the song.
Nobody else shares your love for
Nobody
cake.
else shares my love for cake. Collective Soul, hints, allegations, and things left unsaid. I know that was their breakout album. It's
That
the one
was
with
actually
like
a
demo or something.
Yeah, it was a demo tracks that they put together after they released the record. And actually, their very first album, of course, was this, but their first studio album was the self-titled one.
Can I run both Nirvana? Absolutely. Yeah. Let's get this one on the clock, and I will pull out those Nirvanas. Both these Nirvanas are ones that I owned at one time. These weren't my personal copies, but Nirvana Bleach. And I will replace the front case on that. Make sure you have a working case. It is the one that has About a Girl, Floyd the Barber, Blue. It's got some great songs on it. A lot of less played songs. Ones you didn't hear on the radio.
On the clock.
And after that, Paramore, Smashing Pumpkins, and Sublime. We will pop those up right after that. Congrats, T. Carter 3, if you are here. I will pop the next Nirvana. This is Nirvana. That was, of course, released several years after Kurt Cobain's death. It is pretty much a greatest hits. But there's the track listing.
On the clock.
Awesome CD. And while I dig those next ones out, I'm going to pop one up that you didn't ask for until we can price fall something. Congrats, Ryan Games. While I dig out Paramore, Smashing Pumpkins, and Sublime, we're going to put Cracker Kerosene Hat up here, and we're going to price fall that down to $1. This is actually a great CD if you've never listened to it. I love Cracker. They're very underappreciated.
Cracker Kerosene Hat is on the clock.
Right. Next up, we're gonna put up Paramore's Riot. I've heard some. Once again, I will replace the front cover on that one if it sells. I've heard some Paramore. I'm not like a huge follower, so I don't know a ton about them. I like what I've heard. I've just never dug into them.
On the clock.
And Smashing Pumpkins and Sublime. Let's get those out. I'm pretty sure both of those have pre-bids on them.
Ryan Games, congratulations. And Smashing Pumpkins?
Yep. I'm selling all the ones that need their cases replaced because Smashing Pumpkins Gish also needs a front cover replaced on it. Yeah.
Okay. You got two Smashing
Pumpkins. Oh, do we? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, you have another one called Off. Well, no, that's Offspring. Never mind. I just looked up Smash and came up with the other one. There we go.
But this is one of their earlier albums and definitely has a lot of the under the radar songs. I listened to that one quite a bit back in the day, but of course Siamese Dream was everything back then. Congrats, Ryan Games. Hey, finally one I don't have to replace the cover on. It is Sublime, 40 Ounce to Freedom. If you've never listened to this, it is incredible. Sublime is their breakout album, but this was like 2 albums before that. It had this one with Date Rape.
Oh, geez.
Smoke 2 Joints.
Oh, yeah.
Bad Fish. I mean, it was a great, great, great album. That's like the one band I always wish I could have seen in their original form. I know they do tour with Rome now, and I wouldn't mind seeing that, but I would have loved to have seen them back in the 90s. Congrats, Ryan Games. And I think we're back to pulling stuff out.
I think you are on
Dave Matthews Band.
Dave Matthews.
Crash.
Somebody did ask for that.
Did they?
I thought so.
I think that was you.
Maybe. But you know what? I'm right following it.
Dave Matthews Band, Crash. Probably
another fantastic person to see live.
My favorite song on that album is actually Drive In, Drive Out, although, you know, Crash Into Me was the hit.
Nightmare.
We were actually looking at Dave Matthews Band tickets today when he was playing up in Charlottesville, but just to get a decent seat, it was going to cost us a fortune.
Oh, he's got an arm and a freaking leg.
Do you have another Dave Matthews? And this one has a pre-bid on it.
Yes.
This is Dave Matthews Band live tracks. I assume
we run Fort Apache after that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it is tracks from various live venues, so that's actually probably pretty cool.
We should listen to that one.
I know. Oh, Don't Drink the Water in Fenway Park.
That is a great song.
It is. But get that on the clock and I will dig out Fort Apache.
Careful with cheese whiz.
Congrats, T. Carter.
Oh, that's a, what do they call it?
This is called This is Fort Apache. It is a various hits CD, and the little booklet inside has come unglued, but I can't replace the case. The disc is in great shape, but the little thing just came unglued, probably from age more than anything would be my guess. Here's the track listing there. Dinosaur Jr., The Lemonheads, Throwing Muses, Radiohead, Julieta Hatfield. That's some good artists on there. I've never heard of it.
I mean, that's a congratulations. It's sold.
Congrats.
It happens with a lot of stuff, especially when people put stuff in storage, and that's where we get 90% of our stuff.
All right, Deep Blue something. Did they actually have anything except Breakfast at Tiffany's? This is the CD with Breakfast at Tiffany's on it. I've never heard anything else they did. I hope it's good. But it's going to be $1.
You know that from when we go to concerts, we hear all of their other songs, and their other songs are so much better or so good. They just don't get radio play.
I love going to hear people that you don't expect to have much, and then we wind up adding like 10 songs to our playlist.
Yeah, we went to go see OAR, and that was one of the ones. I mean, we knew a couple of their songs, and it was like, oh my God, they had some great songs. Another one was Theory of a Dead Man. I mean, how many of those did we have?
Yes, absolutely.
You know, they were fabulous.
Dido, No Angel. I don't know anything about Dido. I think she did the song that Eminem sampled. That's about the
Offspring next, baby. That would be the one that says Smash.
Yes, I got 2 Offsprings actually. One of them is Smash.
Two Offspring.
Angry Johnny was the hit. Okay, I never really got into Dido. Offspring, Smash. That was one of the very first CDs I owned when I was about 14 years old and probably had no business listening to it because it's actually a pretty explicit CD in places. But my parents didn't realize that, nor did they really care. So,
my son's was ludicrous, and my ex-wife was like, oh, yeah, it's fine. And I was like, no, it's not fine.
Congrats, T. Carter. And then we have the Offspring Americana, one of my favorite covers. I love the little boy holding the giant cockroach thing. I mean,
yeah, that's just such a lovely
and then on the back, the cockroach is throwing him on the ground and he's bloody. I mean, this is the one with Pretty Fly for a White Guy. One of my personal favorite songs.
I do actually like the Offspring. They're the ones that the drummer was
Congrats, Ryan Gaines.
The only one that it was of age. He was a janitor at
their school
they were at. Yeah, and they just became so great, such a great band.
All right,
I think we are on to let's see.
Incubus. Incubus, make yourself drive.
Tell everybody about our huge horror DVD show, so they could buy the stuff before Halloween. Because remember, everything is getting shipped.
Do we have anything else not listed? Not tonight. We tried to put them up and actually put the titles in the listings. I will be doing another alternative sale probably within the month.
I think he's asking if we have any other CDs that are alternative. And the answer to that is yes. We have probably about 1,000 CDs. We just have to go through them all, and we got to look at them and see how well they're doing. See what they're not. Make sure there's no scratches. Stuff like that. And then we make the shows up, and we always put all pictures up and all of our things. We don't do pop-up shows or
congrats, T. Carter 3
5 or 7 or anything like that, because then you got to stick around for the whole night. We want you guys to come in, buy your stuff, then go find some other great stuff.
If there's something in particular you're looking for, if you're like, hey, I'm really looking for Pearl Jam, drop me a message, and I will try to dig that out and put it in the next show. If someone is looking for that in particular.
Yep.
But send me a private message because I will lose the chat after this.
Listen like thieves.
In excess, listen like thieves.
And it's going to be price fall down to $1.
Yeah.
We are home to price falls.
And I will replace the cover on that one.
We put up the very next item for $1 if we can, or we reduce the price, I should say.
Yeah.
And that is trademarks of Jack's Treasures, not to be seen, duplicated, or imitated by anybody else here on Whatnot.
Your friends call you T. Carter, only your mom calls you T. Carter 3. Okay. I will.
T. Carter 3. I want another damn ass child. That's for shit and sure. I can't afford another kid.
All T. Right. Carter 3 Jr. All right. Next up.
That would be the third.
Yes. In excess, welcome to whatever you are. I cannot replace the case on this one because it is a weird case, and I really don't even remember how I opened this. Oh, there we go. But I will show you. It is completely peeled up there. But the disc is perfect. I don't know what happened there. But I can't replace it. I apologize. Nobody wanted it anyway. So we're all good. In excess X. Suicide Blonde. That's the one. I was looking for the one that had that one on it. That is the only these I think I've ever actually listened to the album of. Is probably this one. I think one of my friends had it.
Teen. We talked about them the other night.
Yeah, well, our local radio station is really hyping the Keen concert that's like a year from now. And I don't know a lot about
They're
Keen.
Giving away tickets to this concert that's literally 1 year away.
I know Somewhere Only We Know. That's like the only song I know by them. But they are hyping the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because we live in Atlanta, so it's not like we don't get plenty of good concerts that they have time to hype, but they're like stuck on that one. They're getting like a cut or something. Limp Bizkit, Significant Other. This is the one with Nookie on it.
This one has a pre-bid on it.
All right.
So it is up.
I don't know a ton of Limp Bizkit, but I do know Nookie. It's one of those people I actually have enjoyed what I've heard, but I've never dug into them. I was grown once, or sort of grown. I will put quotes around it. Yeah, once he became popular. I was like 21, 22.
Congratulations, Order 77.
And I just didn't listen to as much.
About the stickers?
I don't know how many we have left, so I don't want to promise anything.
How about this, though? Did you tell them that they're going to get a bonus alternative CD?
You will get a bonus alternative CD in every package you purchase, and I'm going to try to throw a Jack's Treasure sticker in every order, but I am running low right now. I need to order some more. So
right, the Matchbox 20, I cannot price fall that one, or 9 Inch Nails, but I will remember to price fall one when I can.
Now, this one has an interesting story. This was actually our CD. We were supposed to get it for attending the Matchbox 20 concert in Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. We did not go. We sold our ticket, or we didn't even sell our tickets. We got a refund on our tickets because they canceled it like 4 times.
Yeah,
but they still sent us the CD.
The fact that we bought the tickets in 2019.
Yes.
And it was one of the ones that they kept canceling it on us.
But they still sent us the CD, so I threw it in the sale. Congrats, T. Carter.
I think they gave us those because they were had to cancel it so many freaking times.
This is 9 Inch Nails, Pretty Hate Machine. It is the one with had like a hole in it. It's the only one I know by name, but I know more of the 9 Inch Nails by sound than by name. I listened to they did do Hurt, yes. And Closer.
9 Inch Nails was like that one person, that one guy.
Pretty much. I mean, he has help, but it's pretty much him.
Well, he does the tattoo show, right?
No. That's the guy from Jane's Addiction that does the tattoo show.
Oh my God, I am like so lost. Right, no doubt, I can do Price Fall.
Yes, no doubt. Rocksteady. This was one of their like later CDs.
Everybody can tell that my wife is a lot younger than me because I don't know any of these freaking people.
Before she like started marrying country guys and stuff like that, but that was like maybe 2002. No, yeah.
Hey, does this playlist have thrift store shopping?
No, this is the alternative playlist.
Well, why wouldn't that be on there?
Because that's a rap song. Oh. Next up is Fish. Billy Breathes. I don't know Fish at all. I remember them having like a bit of a following when I was in high school, but it was just never something I got into. I'm sure they're actually really good. But
were they the ones that their t-shirts sell all the time?
Their t-shirts do sell really well. They have a like almost like a Grateful Dead fan base.
And they like broke up, but I think they got back together again, and they're doing like a concert somewhere. Maybe that one out west.
Congrats, T. Carter.
Oh gosh, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Puddle of Mud, Come Clean. I couldn't show the cover of that in the sale list because of it having a butt on it, and whatnot will not allow us to put butts on our thumbnails anymore.
DVDs too, guys. You got to come into my DVD show just so you can see this one cover that they wouldn't let me do. Can you run the Cranberries? No Need to Argue.
Absolutely. But yes, he keeps talking about his sale on Friday. We're doing over 100 horror DVDs. They are DVDs, not Blu-rays, but they are 100% all horror, and they will be cheap. So you can come get them really cool for Halloween.
You got like Friday the 13th. You got like
Congrats, T. Carter.
Did you get the
Cranberries? No Need to Argue. Yes, that is the one with Zombie on it.
Oh, I hate that song.
Mr. Jack hates Zombie. I love it. I love to sing Zombie at the top of my lungs.
I do hate that song right there, Zombie. I apologize to anybody that's offended by that, but oh my God. Your voice just
great
on my
song.
Nerve, just like nails on a chalkboard.
Congrats, Order 77.
My wife loves them, so I have to hear them all the freaking time.
Rage Against the Machine, self-titled. It's the one with Killing in the Name of.
Well, Rage is going to be, what do we call it, Price Fall.
Let's Price Fall some Rage, even though that pains my heart just a little bit.
Because I actually like Rage Against the Machine. My wife got me interested in them. And Goo Goo Dolls.
I think Tom Morello is like one of the most talented guitarists ever.
He's definitely one of the most talented people ever because he produces, writes, plays, everything.
Congrats, T. Carter.
Guitar Hero.
He did Guitar Hero?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
His actually character was on there too. Oh, and it's got Killing in the Name of.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, One Hot Minute. Aeroplane.
I love that song.
It's a great song. Unfortunately, this one was not an album that a lot of people loved. They thought it was kind of like a sellout album, but Aeroplane is a fun song.
I love Aeroplane.
And I think it's one of the prettiest like CDs. It has that cool vintage look to it.
We were gonna see the Red Hot Chili Peppers somewhere, but we went to Vegas.
We were gonna see them in Atlanta, and we won a trip to Vegas, so we had to sell our tickets.
So then we ended up going to Vegas, and they were in Vegas when we were in Vegas, but the
We couldn't get
prices
tickets.
were so much thing, and then we just didn't have the time.
Congrats, T. Carter.
I love that band.
REM, Out of Time.
Nobody owns this album.
Losing My Religion, Shiny
Yes,
Happy People.
And it's Prize Falls.
It is
$1,
definitely
REM.
one that we've come across a lot, but it's good. I mean, it's a good album. I feel like REM. I enjoy their music. I don't love REM, but I like a lot of their songs.
I just can't stand him. I think he's a nut. All right,
Lifehouse, Stanley Climbfall. I know. Spin? I think that's the only song on there I've ever heard of. I feel like they have another song that must not be on this CD because I can't think of it right now, but I know there is another Lifehouse song I've heard. Then we're going to follow that up with another Cranberries.
I know this one.
Cranberries. Everybody else is doing it, so why can't we?
Okay.
That is the one with Linger.
Yeah.
This one, no, it's not. I lied. I thought that was the one that had a chip in the side, but it doesn't. The CD is perfect. Yeah. The next one is the one that's a cutout.
That one's done.
Okay. We've got the Devlins. This one does have a cutout, and I'm not going to replace the case because it's cut out on there too. It was a promotional use, not for sale CD. Has the cutouts. So the case won't stay on super good, but the CD's in great shape, and it is a promo. I don't know who the Devlins are. The Distillers. This was another one they wouldn't let me put the cover on there because it's a lady with boobs bleeding.
They did me in too, I'm telling you. It's funny as hell. On the clock.
We are wrapping this up. I've got, I think, 5 more to run the first time, and then if there's anything anybody wants in particular, feel free to let me know, and I'll be happy to pop it back up there. And if you request something that I've already run and I haven't run it and it hasn't sold, I will run it for $1. So.
Okay, now I'm getting confused here.
Uh-huh.
Is this one the Penelopes or is this one Priceless Concrete Echoes? Who's
I assume it's the Penelope's Priceless Concrete Echoes is the name of the album.
Next one has the title of the album, the band.
Well, you know who listed these, right?
No, I thought you did.
No, our employee listed these on Whatnot for us. So
okay. That one's running now, baby. By the way, it's running now.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
The Penelopes, if anybody's wanting it, didn't mean to pull it.
All right, now this one's Cake.
This is the Trash Can Sinatras. The album is Cake.
Okay, so that's the band.
Yes, the band is the Trash Can Sinatras.
Okay, well, just for the hell of it, I'm going to do a price fall only because I made a mistake. Trash Can Sinatras. This album is called Cake.
And after that, I have the White Stripes and 2 albums by Toad the Wet Sprocket.
Who are fantastic, by the way. That's one of those bands where I knew one of their songs and ended up liking about 10 of their songs at the concert.
That was Toad the Wet Sprocket, not the White Stripes. Although I wouldn't mind singing the White Stripes either. They have some great songs.
They're on the clock.
This is a live CD. Looks like. Congrats, T. Carter.
3. Sorry.
And we have Toad the Wet Sprocket Coil, and that will be followed up by Toad the Wet Sprocket Dulcinea, I think.
I'm telling you guys, this band's got some great music. I would listen to these all the time.
They were surprisingly good.
They were better than Gin Blossoms.
I mean,
and I enjoyed the hell out of Gin Blossoms.
I don't know. It's hard to describe because Gin Blossoms they were more showmen. But they were very good with engaging with the audience.
Longer than the Gin Blossoms.
They did. But Toad the Wet Sprocket did sound really good live.
Yeah. Remember, we're trying to sell this shit, baby.
No, I'm not saying anything against them. I was just trying to. It's hard for me to judge the two against each other.
There you go.
And at this point, we have run everything. I do have several CDs that didn't sell. If anyone wants me to rerun anything, let me know and I will run it for $1. No problem. If you want to pick 3, 4, 5, whatever,
Cake.
I will
Now, does that
run them as a
Trash Can Sinatra's cake or the cake?
I'm going to guess it's the cake.
All right. Cake the band. Gotcha. Prolong the magic.
There we go. I found it. Great CD. I don't think you will be disappointed by that. And I will replace the cover on that. It stays closed.
Archers of Loaf?
Archers of Loaf. You got it.
Who was that?
That is the name of another band.
I've never even seen it.
If we ran it.
Oh, Vivi. Gotcha.
And if that's the last one you want, I'm just going to toss it in your box. That one's going to be free of charge.
Free of charge. It's a giveaway. We do any giveaway?
Because we do appreciate our coming out.
Yes, we do. Come out on Friday. Massive horror, great video DVDs that are all in really good shape. Get them before Halloween, because remember, on Whatnot, everything is shipped media mail, and media mail is the slowest shipping.
But it will go out ASAP afterwards.
That's right.
And your stuff from today will go out tomorrow.
That's right.
We thank you for coming out, and we will see y'all on Friday.
Peace.